Dear students, this is our third part of our second lesson. Then today we are going to discuss two topics: properties of multiplication and properties of division. The first, properties of multiplication. Okay, the first property, closure property. Closure property: when two whole numbers a and b are multiplied, the result is always a whole number. That means whole number into whole number, the product, that's also a whole number. Example, 2 into 4. 2 and 4 are two whole numbers. The product 2 4s are 8. 8 also a whole number. The second property, commutative property. Then when two whole numbers a and b are multiplied, so the order of those two numbers does not change the result. That means a into b. Here a and b are two whole numbers. A into b equal to b into a. Okay, the example here, a is equal to 3 and b equal to 5. Okay, the commutative property, a into b equal to b into a. Therefore, first side let us a into b equal to, here a is equal to 3. 3 into 5. 3 5s are 15. Okay, then second, just b into a. b into a. b into a. Then b is equal to 5. 5 into a equal to 3. 5 3s are 15. Here a into b equal to b into a. That means 3 into 5 equal to 5 into 3. Okay, commutative property, a into b equal to b into a. And the next property, associative property. Then if a, comma b and c are three whole numbers, the change in grouping of those numbers while multiplying do not change the result. That means a into b, the product of a b into c, equal to a into product of b and c. Okay, here the group a into b, but here b into c. Then example, here a is equal to 2, b equal to 3 and c is equal to 5. Okay, a equal to 2, b equal to 3 and c is equal to 5. The product, first we will consider the first side. Let us a into b into c equal to, here 2 into 3 into 5. Here first step, remove the bracket. Then solve 2 into 3. 2 3s are 6. 6 into 5. 6 5s are 30. Okay, then a into, here the group b into c. b into c equal to 2 into 3 into 5. Then remove this bracket. Therefore, that's equal to 2 into 3 5s are 15. That's equal to 2 into 15. That's equal to 30. Here a into b into c equal to 30, and here this also 30. Therefore 2 into 3 3 into 5 equal to 2 into 3 into 5. Okay, then next property, multiplicative identity. When we multiply any whole number by 1, the result is the number itself. That means 1 as a multiplicative identity. That means a into 1 equal to a. A into 1 is equal to a. That's equal to 1 into a. Okay, the example 7 into 1. 7 ones are 7. Okay, then next property of 0. When any whole number is multiplied by 0, the product is 0. That means a into 0, the product 0. Okay, consider 7. 7 into 0, that's equal to 7. 7 into 0, that's equal to 0. Then next property, distributive property. The distributive property, the two properties are here. The first property, distributivity of multiplication over addition. Okay, the first one, distributivity. Multiplication over addition. Okay, distributive property. First property, distributivity of multiplication over addition. The distributive property, let's we multiply a sum by multiplying each added separately and then adding the product. Okay, that means the A, B, C are three whole numbers. The A into B plus C. Okay, A into B plus C equal to. Okay, separate this. Add A into B. Okay, A into B plus A into C plus A into C. Okay, A into B plus C is equal to AB plus AC, or we can write like this: A into B plus A into C. Okay, distributivity of multiplication over addition. A into B plus C is equal to A into B plus A into C. The next one, distributivity of multiplication over subtraction. Multiplication over subtraction. Okay, distributivity of multiplication over subtraction. When a whole number is multiplied by a difference of two numbers, the result is same as the difference of the product of the first number with the other two numbers individually. That means A into B minus C equal to A into B minus A into C, or we can write like this: A into B minus A into C. Okay, first one, distributivity of multiplication over addition. A into B plus C is equal to A into B plus A into C. And distributivity of multiplication over subtraction. A into B minus C is equal to A into B minus A into C. Okay, the next property, properties of division. Properties of division. Okay, properties of division. The first property, closure property. This closure property, when a whole number is divided by another whole number, the quotient is not always a whole number. Okay, then example, 8 divided by 2. That's, we know 8 divided by 2, the quotient 4. Here 8 is a whole number and 2 also a whole number. The quotient 4 also a whole number. Okay, and some case (15) divided by 20. That's quotient 0.75. Okay, 15 divided by 20, the quotient 0.75. Here 15 is a whole number and 20 also a whole number. Then 0.75 is a whole number? No, it's not a whole number. Okay, the closure property, A divided B need not always be a whole number. Then second property, commutative property. Okay, commutative property, when two whole numbers A and B are divided, changing order of those two numbers change the quotient. Okay, that means A divided by B not equal to B divided by A. Okay, then example, here we know 16 divided by 2. 16 divided by 2, the quotient 8. Then 2 divided by 16. That's 0.125. Is it equal? No. Here that means 16 divided by 2 not equal to 2 divided by 16. Okay, commutative property, A divided by B not equal to B divided by A. The next property, associative property. Okay, associative property. If A, B, C are whole numbers, then A divided by B divided by C is not equal to A divided by B divided by C. That means A divided by B divided by C not equal to A divided by B divided by C. Okay. Then some special properties of division. The A divided by 1. A divided by 1. Whenever a whole number is divided by 1, that means the whole number we will consider as A divided by 1. The quotient is the same whole number. Quotient is the same whole number. That means A divided by 1 equal to A. Then whenever a non-zero whole number is divided by itself, the quotient is 1. That means A divided by A equal to 1. Then next, if 0 is divided by any whole number except itself, the quotient is always 0. That means 0 divided by A equal to 0. Okay, then your today's homework. Solve exercise 2.3. Okay, this is exercise 2.1. Solve. This is exercise 2.2. Solve answers.